Okay, hi girls. This is Stepsisters Lament. So first of all, I want to talk about how the stage is supposed to look because my mom said that I could kind of tell you. So there needs to be a bench, and I want the bench to be lined up with center. I don't know if like the scrim is down. The scrim down that's fine. So it shouldn't be at the edge. There should be room to be in front of the bench and behind the bench. Okay. Also, if there's other like shrubbery around, that would probably be great. So how I have this done is the idea that Cinderella and Prince Charming never really leave, and I think that's important. So wherever they're supposed to exit, where I want them to exit right before this song, is they would exit off that extreme staircase stage left. So not the one into the audience, it would be the one into the audience. Okay, so they exit, and Prince Charming is going to be showing Cinderella the gardens, like this whole time, very slowly and not very distractingly, but so you guys can watch them. So I'm going to talk through their pattern of where they're moving as I tell you girls what you're doing. So you'll have to tell them that. So they have to leave that stage left staircase. So as they're leaving, you girls can like creep in from anywhere else other than like down stage left. I don't know what's back there. And you girls are going to go straight to, you're going to creep in. You guys can be the talking little part. Do as you're like creeping in, watching them. And I want you to end up right in front of the bench. Okay? For the beginning of the actual singing part. The thing is, there are lots of those like bumps in it, like lots of, sorry, I'm sick, I can't use words. Lots of those like harsh notes, I guess. So I want you to make sure that every time there is something like a bump, you hit them hard. So the first ones are, why would a, right, it's that why of the why would a fellas. So I'm never going to understand which one of you is which, so you just have to bear with me. I don't know the sisters' names. I don't know the difference. So whoever is the person who sings the first why would a fella, on why, you're going to kind of just like jump exactly where you are. The other stepsister will sit at the same time. So you guys are like right here, and on why it should go, why would a fella, with your bodies. So during this little verse part, Prince Charming and Cinderella are walking in front of the audience towards the stage left, like door to that hallway. Okay? Walking very slowly. Because you don't get to go too far. So that's during the why would a fella want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty. On the next why, you guys are just going to switch. And it should be nice and sharp. Why would a fella want a girl like her, a girl who's merely me, making up the words. You know what I mean. And of course, acting as you're doing it. It should be, it can be as soon as you sit, you're like going crazy when you're not singing. And when you are singing, it's why would a fella, like you want to wring her neck, you want to kill her. But your eye focus, don't keep it extremely there, but you want to be like looking at them, then take it back to this, but look at them. You know what I'm saying. I think if this edges on creepy rather than like funny, I think that'll be funny. You know what I mean. So the next part, frothy little bubble, that part. Cinderella and Prince Charming, who were going left, are now going to backtrack and come exactly back into in front of that staircase. Yes. I think so. No, they're not. You're not going to backtrack. They're going to go down that aisle. So the farthest stage, I'm still staring from stage left aisle, they're going to start walking this way on frothy little bubble. Whoever sings this bubble part, you are going to, I'm pretty sure you're the person sitting down. So I want you to like warm your way up. She's a frothy little bubble, like you're kind of like being a bubble with a flimsy, whatever you say, little charm. Right? So you're getting here, and I want you to end up with your hands on your hips. kind of on a diagonal looking at them. The reason you're going to end up with your hands on your hips is so the other one, if it's that one of you sings the first half and then one of you sings the arm line, then you'll get up when you sing. But if you don't sing any of this part, then just get up during that second half. I know that makes sense to you. So second one, after just a second or two after the bubble, you kind of follow her and you're gonna put your head in her downstage arm. So head in here. So you're looking at them. So on arm, you can actually, your head's right here. And I want you to either, based on if you're singing or not, you can either go like to bite her arm, or break her little arm, like, and then it would go bite, bite on that duh, duh. Or you can actually pretend to break it, as long as, you know, the person whose arm it is the person really in control. So that's the arm part that was still left. No, I'm sorry. I was wrong about something. The arm part, the arm, you do that on the word arm. Bigger little arm. On that next bump, bump, I want you to on the first bump, you're going to look straight out at the audience. So if you're over here, go bump, look at each other, bump. And you should kind of be into it, looking in at each other. Okay? Cool. Then we go to another Why Would a Fella. So hopefully by this point, Cinderella and Prince Charming are close to walking the back part of the audience. Okay? If not, you can kind of pretend like they are. So you did the little look, and then you guys are gonna both on the Y. I want you to drop down and you're gonna start crawling towards the edge of the stage. So you don't want to be too close, otherwise that would have ruined the whole thing, right? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we are from you guys dropping down on the Y. So I want you both to drop down on the Y and start really slow motion-y crawling towards the end of the stage. Like they're so far off in the distance, you have to get low to be able to see them, or something like that. Once you guys get on the second Y, one of you, whichever one makes more sense, should come to the back of the other one and start to like crawl on the back of the other one, like you're using each other as a ladder. Okay, so there's still 2 drops or 2 movements on the Y and then the Y. Cool. And then on the next part, we talk about the cheeks and all that stuff. Whoever talks about the cheeks, you're going to get up first, and you're going to go a little bit stage right. And as you go, I want you to be like you're trying to be like a pretty ballerina. Her cheeks may be delicate and but you can't really be graceful. Okay, so that's why if there are bushes or little things, I'd love you to trip on them. So you do that, and then when the other one sings your part, do the same thing. You both kind of end up downstage right-ish. So that's cheeks to skin. Then on her neck, maybe delicate and soft, I want you both to stay over there, and you can be like, you know, I want you to actually like, whatever it is, kind of act it out, but do it in like a creepy way. Her neck may be delicate and soft, da-da-da-da. That brings you to, I want you to be like low and weird and looking, and don't look at each other until, so why is the fella going crazy? So it's a, why is the fella going crazy to the audience, right? And then we're going back to a why would a fella. So you were here crazy, you know, both like, you get it. Then I want you guys to jump to a whisper, because at this point, Cinderella and Prince Charming should be rounding the corner and coming up the aisle. This would be the opposite staircase that they walk down. They should be coming up that aisle. So I want you guys to like back up. Why would a fella want a girl like her? And when you're going with your like slow tiptoey is to right behind the bench. So you have, why would a fella want a girl like her? On bubble, whoever does bubble, you're gonna step up on the bench. Bubble. Still remembering to be looking out at them, trying to find them. Now you're getting up high to try to find them. Bubble. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Other one steps up. Very little trouble. It would rip out all her hair. You're gonna do a legitimate hair pull, which if you remember, so if we're pulling my hair, the other person's gonna make a fist. Okay, they don't grab anything, just a fist, and just place the fist on top. I will then grab their arm, and I control all the motion. Okay, that's why this fist is important. If you're grabbing part of their head or their hair, that's how they get hurt. Just a fist. Pull out all her hair. On that bump, I would like you guys to, that's when you can pull the hair. Pull out the hair, bump. Then on the next, why would a fella want a girl like her? I want you girls to be like losing it. So I want you to fall off the bench however you can. You can't look staged, right? Why would a fella want a girl like her? I want you girls to be like running around and like tripping and falling, and I want you to actually be getting hurt. So by the time you get to what's the matter with the man, you guys can be one of you stage leftish, one of you stage rightish, and so you can be like limping back to each other. What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? You guys are both hurt and you're looking at each other, looking out at the audience. What's the matter with the man? You see them, they should be like rounding the corner, come back up. You girls can run away.